Christ see every one of us as a church. Jesus said the church is his bride. In the book of Revelation 1 from verse 19, this is the first thing that happened. He said, write these things which you have seen, and the things which are, and the things which will take place after these. The mystery of the 7 stars. This is John when he was in heaven, which you saw in my right hand. This is just talking to him. Are the 7 golden lampstands? He said the 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches. And the 7 lampstands which you saw are the 7 churches. So the churches that are his bride is what he wanted to address now. The 7 churches in the book of Revelation, all of them, 6 of them, had many mistakes. Only one was clean without any mistake. So the first point he raised in the 7 churches, the first church, number 1, he spoke about lovelessness. So write lovelessness in marriage. We are talking about the weaknesses in marriage. So number 1 is lovelessness in marriage. So you say lovelessness, that means no more excitement in the marriage anymore, no more surprises in the marriage anymore, and no more spies in the marriage anymore. So he said in the book of Revelation 2 from verse 1, he said, to the angel of the church of Ephesus, right, this thing says he who holds the 7 stars in his right hand, who walks in the midst of the 7 golden lampstands. I know your works. This is the 2 things every spouse must watch. I know your works, your labor, your patience, that you cannot bear those who are evil. And you have tested those who say they are apostles and are not, and have found them liars. And you have persevered and have patience and have labored for my name's sake and have not become weary. Nevertheless, I have this against you, that you left your first love. First love. Every marriage must learn to always return to their first love. What do I mean by that? That first excitement when you met your spouse new, don't allow it to die. That first surprises, those pies, like going out for a date, traveling together alone without the children. When those things are no longer in those marriages again, it kills the marriage. Those long conversations you were having with your spouse, all those times you bought flowers for them to surprise them, the little money you could send them, little flowers you could buy, those little surprises, it spices the marriage. Don't be so much comfortable with your spouse that you don't even remember their birthday anymore. You don't remember the marriage anniversary anymore. Sometimes when you sit together, what end this spirit of lovelessness or what stir up this spirit of first love is when you are sitting together and begin to remind each other of how you met each other. It's very exciting. Nevertheless, I have this against you. That's what is fighting many post-marriage. That you have left your first love. You have left your first love. You have left your first love. Then number 2 weakness he pointed at in his church is called persecution in marriage. Then you stroke financial struggles. Every marriage experiences financial struggles, either in the beginning or at the middle or at the end. Because every marriage goes through that, and financial struggle can bring serious tension in the home. These are weaknesses you should be aware of. The Bible said in Revelation 2 from verse 8, this is Jesus talking to his church. He said, and to the angel in the church of Sydney, right? He said, this thing says the first and the last, who was dead and came to life. I know your works, tribulation and poverty. Persecution comes to marriage, and sometimes it's financial problem. He said, I know your tribulation, your poverty. He said, but you are rich. I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and are not, and are of the synagogue of Satan. He said, do not fear any of those things which you are about to suffer. Indeed, the devil is about to throw some of you into prison that you may be tested. And you will have tribulation 10 days. Be faithful until death, and I will give you the crown of life. So expect some persecution in marriage. So one of the persecutions I said is financial struggles, change of character of your spouse. You know, when financial struggle comes, sometimes the character of your spouse changes. When their businesses are not going well, when their career is not going the way they expect, character changes. So you must understand that this weakness comes to marriage. And what do? Your spouse needs you to stand by them at this time. It's not time to start fighting each other and tearing each other down and pulling each other or using your mouth to destroy each other. Yes. According to statistics, more things that cause problem in marriages nowadays is finance. Finance causes a lot of fights in marriage. You hear the husband say, why are you overspending? You hear the wife say, go and work now, go and work. Why are you just here? Sometimes it can be the husband that is done at a certain season. The wife should stand with the man. So when your marriage gets to this level, when the finance is not like the way it used to be, maybe because of an investment, or maybe because of an investment that didn't work, you must have understanding, like Job said to his wife. Hold fast your integrity. What you need in that season is what? Integrity. Yes, it takes integrity for a wife to support the husband even when he's not doing well, and it takes integrity for the husband to support the wife when she herself is not doing well. Number 3, Jesus spoke about the compromising church. That one is what happened once the marriage is going through. That also means the compromising marriage. So put it there, the compromising marriage. Those are weaknesses. Whenever there is persecution in finance, the next thing is compromise. So Job's wife was saying, compromise, curse God and just die. What are we living for? In Revelation 2 from verse 12. When the marriage is going through attack, people begin to compromise. He said, and to the angel of the church in Pergamos write, this thing says he who has the sharp two-edged sword. I know your work and where you dwell, where Satan's throne is. You see, he's talking because this earth we are living is where Satan's throne is. Remember when they cast the devil from heaven, he came to earth. So the Bible says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, for the devil have come to you, knowing that they are short time. So your marriage will be attacked by the devil. He said, and you hold fast to my name, and did not deny my faith, even in the days in which Antipas, my faithful martyr, who was killed among you, where Satan dwells. But I have a few things against you, because you have dared those who hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to put a stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed to idols, and to commit sexual immorality. Now we are talking about compromising in marriage. What does that mean? Being unfaithful and cheating marriage. The doctrine of unfaithfulness and cheating in marriage. These are weaknesses of marriage. Let's assume your wife does not look that sound the way you used to know her. The body is not as good as you knew her to be. Compromise. The wife go to office. Let's say the husband have health challenge in his emotion to satisfy you. Then you go to work. Your boss or one young man is asking you out. Compromise. So you must fight against compromise in your relationship. That cheating, being unfaithful, it must come to your marriage. You will be tempted. No matter the kind of good-looking man or the most beautiful lady you marry, after marriage you will still see people that look attractive. Not really more beautiful than your wife, but they look attractive to you. And they come to look as if they are your soulmates, that you made mistake. That's how the devil deceives people. When you are already married or when you are already with someone, then somebody in your office is not talking to you so nice, is good to you, and you say, are you sure I didn't make mistake? Maybe this is really my soulmate. There's nothing like that. Because if you really stay with that person, then that's when you know it's not really your soulmate. Because that's how your spouse was when you met him new. So you have become used to him now. You now think this new one that you are stealing, because stolen bread is always sweet. No. Proverbs 20:17 it says, bread gained by deceit is sweet to a man. He said, but afterward his mouth to be filled with gravel. So he's saying, avoid compromise. How will you feel tomorrow? Your picture comes out with the young man you have been sleeping with in your office as a lady, or everything is exposed, or one day your husband starts reading all the charts, or as a husband you are traveling with that girl from Miami, your wife knew, and she killed herself and the children, or she wait for you to poison you. There's a lot compromise does in a relationship. 4, he spoke about the corrupt church. So it's called the corrupt marriage. What is the corrupt marriage? That is marriage that is influenced by the world system. It's taken from Revelation 2 from verse 18. Influence. They said that the angel to the church in Tyre, right? They said, this thing says the Son of God, who has eyes like a flame of fire and his feet like the fine brass. They said, I know your work, love, service, faith, and your patience. And as for your work, the last are more than the first. Nevertheless, I have a few things against you, because you allow the woman Jezebel, who called herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit sexual immorality and eat things sacrificed to idols. He's saying wrong advice in marriage. Wrong influence. You check the internet to decide how your marriage should be. You see people traveling, you see couples traveling, you see couples dressing, wearing the same jersey, PSG. They are wearing the same PSG jersey, and you start saying, comparing it to your husband, why are we not wearing the same jersey? Why are we not traveling? Why are we not doing this? You just see a woman come up on have a platform and say, woman, you are a fool if anything your husband tell you to do, you are not doing. Woman, you better start planning for your own self. That man does not like you. Anytime he changes his mind now, he can travel and carry another girl. So you have to be planning your life. That is Jezebel influencing many women in marriage today. Man, if you can't take it anymore, once you get to 40 is your prime. The woman have declined. Why you 40 is your prime? You can just go and look for another wife. You can send her away. Wrong influence in marriage. Believe me, once you are married, my dear, you will keep on hearing these things. You keep on seeing it on the internet. They say, men, you are more youthful at 40. So you are even at 60, you can still go and marry 18 years old girl. Those are the kind of advice they will be giving to you. Meanwhile, when you are now 70, that 18 years old girl will treat you like a pig. Verse 6. Then he spoke about the faithful church, which is the faithful marriage. The faithful marriage. Revelation 3 from verse 7. And to the angel in the church, this is the only church he complimented. To the angel in the church of Philadelphia, write these things. It says, he who is holy, he who is true, he who has the key of David, he who opens and no one shuts, and shuts and no one's open. I know your works. See, I have set before you an open door, and no one can shut it. If you are faithful in your marriage to your spouse, there's open doors for you. He said, and you have little strength, and have kept my word, and have not denied my name. Faithfulness. Indeed, I will make those of the synagogue of Satan who say they are Jew and not, but lie indeed. I will make them come and worship before your feet. There's blessings in faithfulness. And to know that I have loved you, because you have kept my commandment to preserve it. I also will keep you from the hour of trial, which shall come upon the whole world, to test those who dwell on the earth. What is that faithful marriage? Is true dedication, commitment to the marriage. True dedication. You are committed to the marriage. You are dedicated. You are faithful to your spouse. Even when they are not doing well in the bed, you are faithful. When you are tempted by young ones, you are faithful. When the wife just gives birth and her body is malfunctioning, you are waiting for her to recover from birth. You are waiting. You are not busy here and there. Because most men, once their wife is pregnant, they begin to look for an unpregnant woman. And it's you that pregnated that one. You are looking for the unpregnant ones. Or sometimes they give birth in pain while they are still trying to recover. You are busy here and there. Or they give birth now. Now the child is busy with the woman's breast. Now you are looking for another breast that is... Your husband is suffering from his erection. He's not doing well. He has drank everything. He has mixed lemon, mixed honey, everything. The word he has mixed it. You are still waiting for him. You are still there. Not going to look for... That is faithfulness in marriage we are talking about. Finally, number 7, he called them the lukewarm church. That is lukewarm marriage. This is the proud and arrogant couples. Revelation 3 from verse 14. He said, unto the angel in the church of Laodiceans, write, this thing says, Amen, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of creation of God. I know your works, that you are neither cold nor hot. Lukewarm marriage. Lukewarm marriage. Neither cold nor hot. Lukewarm. I could wish you were cold or hot. So then, because you are lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will vomit you out of my mouth. Lukewarm marriage will always end up in divorce. Lukewarm communication, lukewarm affection, lukewarm interest, lukewarm in compliment, lukewarm in holding hands together, lukewarm in the bed. Wherever you lukewarm the marriage, it will scatter. Jesus said, because you are lukewarm, I will vomit you.